It's probably best to go against me.
I know.
It's true. Hey, call me later for fantasy football advice, but don't take my advice on picking games in college.
Well, no, because Kentucky's been. I don't
Follow
like
me
the.
if you want to win.
I don't.
That's right.
Welcome back to the Hall of Fame College Football Podcast. I'm your host, Jason Watkins. I am back with the frenemy, Mr. Bryce Pinson, and our producer, Ms. Tanya Leachman, who is giving us all kinds of hard time today with our... She's not producing very good, Bryce. What the hell? So you're going to have a talk with her.
Real quick, if anyone out there wants to go to Fanatics and y'all want to buy me a K-State hat so I can wear it next week, I would love that. Just mail it to me. Send down in the comments you're sending it, and I'll go ahead and put my address on there, and we can make that happen. Thank you.
So here's the deal. If you're going to buy that, it must be on our link because I need a commission for that. If you're going to be doing that crap. Yeah. Okay. So if you love college football, you are definitely in the right place. So don't forget to smash that subscriber button, like our videos, and ring that bell so that you don't miss one moment of the Hall of Fame College Football Podcast. This is our front seven college football week 5 picks. This is a tough week. Brycey had a real tough week last week, Tanya.
Bryce sucked it up hard.
Real tough week last week. Yeah, it was.
Let me tell y'all something.
Let me tell y'all something.
I'm starting to learn really quick. One, here. So let me tell you how I pick my college picks.
Oh, good. Well,
I choose about 50 games. I choose through the 50 games on the sheet. Jason only lets me pick between 13 rival games. Who can do that? And I'm not really good at it.
Fine. 5
You know what?
5 and 2.
Let me tell y'all something. Go to my page on Fantasy Sports with Bryce, and that's where my expertise is.
Listen, we know how good you are at Fantasy Sports with Bryce, bro. I've been talking you up all week, and you still bust my chops about everything else.
Man.
So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you complaining and your whining.
I put a nice thing about you.
I
said thank you for the plug.
Yeah, and then right after that, then you go into bashing Baker Mayfield. Did you see that?
I'm just saying I should have had a much better week than I did.
You went 5 and 2.
I know, but Texas Tech still found a way to screw me hard.
I know, and it's so weird because they look at that stat sheet. You want to talk the most unlikely winner of last week was Texas Tech.
They had a freaking 10-point lead. In the third quarter, they still had a 10-point lead.
Unlikely winner. I'm cheating this week.
Texas
I'm just letting y'all know.
Texas is doing what Texas does. They're in trouble, I think, a little bit.
I'm just saying Texas Tech hates me. And I've been so good to them. I've been so good and so faithful and so loyal.
Hey,
Texas Tech screwed me.
I'm cheating this week, and I don't care.
Okay.
What is cheating? How do you cheat?
You only gave me 13 games. I put 2 games on the list that aren't on the list. I don't care.
No, I don't
Give me a bunch of freaking rival games.
All right, well... So anyway, seeing how you went last place this past week by a lot.
Don't pick my picks. Don't bet on me.
You can go ahead and throw out the first one so we know how to pick against you. Go ahead.
This is one of the games that wasn't on the list. And I don't know why, because it's not like it's a freaking, garbage game. It's a good football game. But I like Illinois +7 against Wisconsin. Wisconsin's coming off an emotional game with Ohio State where they were trying to get up for that.
Smoked.
Well, I know, but still, they got up for that game, and now they feel very terrible. Yeah. They had to avoid – okay, yeah, I got you. Whatever. I don't care. Graham Mertz threw the ball for 90 yards. 90 in a game where they got smoked. The guy's awful. Illinois can play defense. Illinois is probably –
the quarterback was awful. What happened?
Shut up. Will you let me talk? My gosh, you OU people drive me freaking crazy.
Hey, I took your side.
Okay, thank you. Anyways, Wisconsin usually has a good offensive line, a good running back, a good tight end. Their tight end is hurt. Okay. And that's not super big deal, but Illinois is one of the biggest surprises in college football. This team is good. They're for real. Chase Brown is an NFL caliber running back. We will be talking about him next year when we're coming to Dynasty Drafts on Fantasy Sports with Bryce. This guy is legit, and Illinois is covering that spread.
So it's in Champaign,
Wisconsin.
It's in Wisconsin. Okay.
You know what? Let me double check that. If it was in Champaign, I would even like it more.
Oh, no kidding.
It is in Wisconsin. If it was in Champaign, I'd like it more.
So you like Illinois getting 7?
Yeah,
all
it's
right,
gonna be a close
I'll
game.
This in a minute. Okay. All right. So Bryce is going with Illinois. I don't want nothing to do with that game. Tanya, are you on that game or?
I'll take Bryce's game.
Okay, go for it.
I'll take Illinois too.
There we go. Let's go, Tanya.
Yeah, I'm with Bryce.
I don't want to pick the game.
Well,
I don't know anything about either one of them. So okay, cool. So we will go to me then next.
You see what he just said, everybody? He said he didn't want no part of the game because he didn't know about either one of them. No wonder they're not on the dang list. What if I know about them? We're going to pick games that you like to bet on? My God.
Well, listen. You guys are always telling me to send you games. Pick games and freaking tell me which ones you want out there.
Okay, from now on I will.
Shut up.
Okay,
I went 2 and 5. I'm going to cry a little bit.
That's all right, Bryce. That's all right, Bryce. I'll set up the picks next week.
Thank you, Tanya. Thank you so much.
And I'll have them for you Wednesday.
Oh, thank you. You're way better than Jason. You're way better than Jason. I mean, Wednesday late. We could have had him Wednesday morning.
I've had sick children. And Monday I almost got in a fight with
you gave birth to 6 children this week?
No, I had sick children.
Oh, okay. You had them.
Yeah, 2 of my kids were sick. I've got one of them at home sick right now. Yeah, and I almost fought a little league coach.
That sucks. And she still would have been able to do it.
You don't want none of the smoke.
I don't want none of this smoke. All right. So I'm kind of wondering. All right. So this game that I've been looking at, this is the one that I've been looking at pretty intently. I don't know whether I should do this. I keep getting burned going this way.
Picked that game.
Texas A&M at Mississippi State. Texas A&M getting 4 points in this game. I don't like Mississippi State that much as everybody else does. I think they got a good quarterback. They are at home. But I feel like this is going to be another one of those tight games like last week. Mm-hmm. And I also feel like you're looking at getting 4. Man, A&M, there's something about them that they're seeming to figure it out. I do like that. I would probably go with the over on that as well. Yeah, I'm going with A&M here. I got to take A&M here. So we're going to find out what's going to happen there. But I'm going to go with
Tanya, do you have anyone on that game?
I'm taking Mississippi State.
Yes, I am too. Let's go. Bro, that's my second favorite game. They're looking ahead to play Alabama next week. Texas A&M Jimbo wants to beat Alabama. He always wants to beat Alabama. They're looking ahead this game. Texas A&M has a because I'm excited.
He's so amped.
Let me move the mic back. I don't care
about this game. He hasn't been amped about a game like this. Yeah.
Texas A&M has a bad offense. I don't care they got the new quarterback. That offense is still bad. They had one good game. 2 of the best defenses. Listen, 2 of the best defenses in the SEC. I would probably say 1 and 2 in defense in the SEC. And dude, I think the offense is where it comes down to. And you can't tell me that Texas A&M offense is better than Mississippi State's. I am so pumped about this game, and I'm even more pumped that you picked the other way.
Listen, me picking the other way from you was a great
You
thing
went 2-1 last week.
Of it. Thanks,
you went 2-1. Shut up on our games.
5-2, brother. 5-2.
Not on the games we picked different. You went 2-1.
Yeah, well, whatever. Moving on.
Tanya, we got that.
Next up.
We got
brother.
that.
Next up.
Okay, so my pick is I'm taking Michigan over Iowa.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
I was terrified.
They're giving 10.
I see it.
They're giving 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, giving 10.
But that over under
Iowa has only scored, I think, 10 once this season.
Yeah.
So, Iowa has no offense.
Yeah.
All D.
None. So I'm.
I think they had 7 and 3 points, and then they had 10 last week.
Yeah, I'm Michigan. I'm Michigan all day with this.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
That's a good call. Yep.
Jason, are you on that?
I am definitely on that as well. Yes.
Okay. I'm not on that. I have a lean to Michigan. I couldn't bring myself to bet it.
Yeah, okay. I think I was terrible.
I think the line's correct.
What happened there was that I think it's pretty tight. Yeah, I think it's right on it. But Ferentz's son should not be coaching that offense. He's awful. He's the offensive coordinator. He has not done well. I think that this is an easy one.
Yeah. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I needed a sure bet.
So you're leaning that one, you're fading that one, not messing with that one at all, Bryce, right?
No way.
Okay. So you would be next out of the box.
Me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is the other one that I cheated on. All right? It's not on the list. I don't really care. Listen, this line is like almost too good to be true. We've watched a lot of these two teams. West Virginia has not been good, even though they were close against Pitt. I think they're a bad team. I think – what is that? You trying to cut me off?
No.
Freaking Sooners. I start talking Texas and you start trying to ignore me and stuff. Anyways, I'm taking Texas, 9.5. On that stat sheet, we watched the game last week. We heard the game last week. We know what happened in that game. And on the stat sheet, Texas crushed Texas Tech. So they got an L. I like taking teams after they take an L and they really won on the stat sheet. It's something I like to do.
They kind of have to win or else Sark is liable to be out the door by Sunday.
But I think there's a lot of value there. But my biggest thing is if I get it at 9.5 and Quinn Ewers plays that game, ooh, that's a steal because that line's going to jump to like 15.
Hudson Card's played bad, but I get it. Yeah, I mean,
I love that game.
Rush you back right here, but yeah, okay.
You taking Texas?
He's going with Texas.
Texas, 9.5.
They're getting 9. They're giving 9.
They have to. They're giving 9.5.
Yeah,
that game's going to move to 15 whenever Quinn comes back.
Yeah,
it's a tough lean, bro.
I don't know that
that ain't a lean. That's a light.
I
love it.
I don't know that I can co-sign you.
I'm not.
It's all good.
I can co-sign you, right?
It's all good.
I wouldn't have a right thought in it.
Just bet the other way and you'll probably win.
All right, I'm going next. All right, so this is probably the one I feel best about for the entire week. And I love it when I get a bunch of flack from Oklahoma State fans that just they think they're so smart. They're so weird, bro. They're so weird. And you know what I mean, Bryce? These guys, they were pulling their whole, summer camp nightmare bullshit this week in the comment section. I told you guys I'll come back at you in the comments. I warned you, and I'm here. Okay? So, smart guy, your boys are going to get smoked this week. They haven't, and here's why. I'm going to tell you why. First off, Spencer Sanders has been a turnover machine. The last time he played Baylor, 4 interceptions. 4 interceptions. They lost by 6 inches. No, they lost by 6 inches and 4 picks. Is why. I mean, because had they not thrown 4 picks in that game, they should win. But this is what they haven't played. They've played the Sisters of the Poor the entire season so far. They played 3 weeks, got a week off, and still haven't played a decent team. And they're going up against a team that just came off of a huge win at Iowa State, a big-time win at Iowa State. That defense, they've taken their L already. That BYU game that I kept saying that I felt like that was their spot to lose. I think that Aranda is one of the best coaches in the country at making an adjustment after a loss. He did it last year whenever they got pretty much handled by Oklahoma State in the regular season. They turned around and I mean they turned it around completely in that championship game. They forced Spencer Sanders into some bad throws. I don't like him as a quarterback. I don't like this Oklahoma State team without their defensive coordinator anymore. Jim Knowles now at Ohio State. He took some of his better players with him too. They gave up 40 to Central Michigan. I like Baylor. It's not even close. I'll take them all day. There we go.
Baylor redeemed themselves for me last week.
Yeah,
I said they were going to.
They're a better team.
I said they were going to.
They're
Are
a
you
better team,
taking?
and they're only giving 2.5. And they're at home too. I didn't even bring that up.
Are you taking the game?
Me?
Price?
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you something. Here's what I have written down here because this is one of my games. I have Baylor minus 1.5, and here's what I put. I think
It's
Okie
2.5,
State. Oh, why is it 1.5? Did I miswrite that?
It may have changed.
No, it's one on your sheet. It's 1.5. On the sheet you flip and sent me, it says 1.5.
Okay, well maybe.
Oh, then you wrote it down wrong.
Okay.
Well, that means the sharps are on our
That's
side. So
even better.
2.5 is
That's
fine.
better.
Nah, put it down 2.5. That means that it's changed since you sent me the sheet. That means the sharps are on our side. They're moving the line. So I like it even better. But listen, this is what I wrote down. I think Okie State is just not very good. And their freaking followers are a bunch of nerds. So since their followers are a bunch of nerds, so that's why I'm taking Baylor.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, listen, and they're insufferable, bro. They're insufferable.
Bunch
they come
of
on there
frickin'
and
nerds.
they make these ridiculous like blah blah statements that I'm the smartest guy in the room. Stupid statements. But
Thanks.
The guy gets on my last nerve, guy, and I was just like, dude. You know why they're not going to play the Bedlam game anymore? Because they're weak and they're afraid they'd win 3 out of freaking 17.
Okay, but we're going to talk about that later. Okay, so my pick is for the next game.
Oh, you went with Baylor as well.
Yeah, I took Baylor too.
I did.
Because, I mean, apparently Baylor's just my team now.
And that means we probably lost that because we're all on them.
I know.
Yeah.
But
They're still nerds. They're still freaking nerds.
Yeah.
If they win that, I'll still say you suck. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, we get it. You hate Oklahoma State.
I do.
Okay, so I am taking.
They're fans.
I'm taking Wake Forest.
Ooh.
I'm taking Wake Forest. I just don't think Florida State can pull it out. They haven't been showing anything.
They're having to give it a lot of points too.
Well, but so Florida State's just been. They won. They went week 2. Yeah, they won week 2, and then they sucked it up week 3 and 4.
Well, and still giving up 7. You're still giving 7, and Wake Forest took Clemson to overtime a week ago.
Yeah.
All Wake Forest does is play ball in this league. They never get ranked well. They're in the freaking conference title game a year ago. They lost it to Pittsburgh, but they beat Clemson a year ago. They almost beat them last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing. Yeah, but it seems like it was a close to where he wasn't playing. So he may
not. He may suit up, but he may not play.
And what did he hurt again? Do y'all remember? Was it a leg? Because this dude is a running quarterback.
He was limping.
Yeah, so this is a problem. Because I don't think he's that great of a passer.
And I don't think they're that great anyway. I mean, I think they're getting better. But again, Wake Forest is a game.
They just,
we need Dion.
They show up, bro.
Yeah.
We need Dion.
Show up. So I would probably, I'm going to hold on that. I may go with you on that, but I'm going to hold on that one. I'm still thinking that one over because I got another couple that
I went on a Coach Prime TikTok rabbit hole this week, so it's not.
Georgia Tech, man. Georgia Tech.
Or FSU. Here we go. I like this game too. I like Wake Forest +7. I'm in with you. Wake Forest's offensive line kept the quarterback clean against Clemson. That offensive line is the real deal. Their offense is live. I mean, they got a live offense. So I don't see FSU being able to run away with this game. I like that.
Solid team, man.
Yeah.
Jordan Travis hasn't been good since LSU. He played great LSU. He hasn't been good since. And now we're here.
And good against LSU because, I mean, LSU still had all the chances in the world to win that game. You know what I mean?
Yep. But he rolled a hoof or whatever he did, and that leg is that leg's hurting. And I'm with you. I don't like to pick after someone just upsets a big school like that, but I'm going to ride the Wake Forest wave with you. Let's go.
Nice. Okay, so it's back to you.
Back to me?
Oh, yeah. It is back to you. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I have my favorite pick, and I have a pick I hate. Here's the pick I hate. Let's go, and I don't have much in the notes, so don't bet on this, but I got Oklahoma -6.5.
Please.
You're taking Oklahoma?
Oklahoma -6.5 off a loss. I think, whenever I used to play football, you go in that locker room afterward and that coach, I mean, that next week, all those mistakes are highlighted. It's a crappy week. You run your butt off. You get yelled at a lot. and I just have a feeling that they're going to show up because they're tired of it, and they're going to want to win. So 6.5, I'm in.
The only people that need to show up that didn't last week are Venables and his defense, because Dylan was there. He had almost 400 yards of offense, 4 touchdowns, no turnovers. I mean, they put up 34. I think that was a stumble as far as the defense. They kind of reverted to the Alex Grinch ways.
Are you taking the game? Oh no, it's Oklahoma.
Of course not.
No, never mind. Sorry.
But I would agree with what he's talking about. That I mean, in TCU, I think that things have they lost out on that big recruit this week. They lost the game. Brent Venables looks like somebody kicked his freaking dog. Oh,
sir.
Oh, I forget you're a Sooners fan. I actually like you. I don't know why. I don't know why you're a Sooners fan. You're cooler than that. You're better than that, Tanya. Come on.
I just like a sailor on shore leave.
All right. So anyway, I feel like this is. I mean, it gets worse for TCU by the day. They lost out on that recruit. They, Brent's been looking like somebody's kicked his dog, and he's just sad. Even the press conference on Tuesday looked like he's not handling it well, the losing stuff. I can only imagine what that defense is going through at practice.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And you know how it is, bro. Usually that next game you come out because you don't want to have another week like that.
I think OU's going to show out.
I think they are, too. And I think that TCU, they're coming off of a big win over SMU last week. They needed to win that game. They lost 2 in a row to them. But there's a lot of heat that's kind of – this is not a good game for Sonny Dykes. Well, this is not a good game.
I just don't like that 68.5. That's where I'm at.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah,
but they're a spread team. They score. And if Oklahoma's going to give it up like they did last week, they'll easy go over that.
Oklahoma will beat you like they stole something. You know what I mean?
I think it's going to happen. Yeah.
So, Jason,
I am going to go. Ooh, boy, there's some good games here. You know what? I cannot believe for the life of me the last time Alabama went on the road and had a 17-point, in fact, it was 18 in Austin. I like Arkansas a lot more than that. I think that they're better than Texas. Give me Arkansas, please.
You're taking Arkansas?
Absolutely. In 17? 17 and a half all day long.
I almost took Alabama. I almost picked Bama.
Yes. Very good.
Arkansas. Arkansas.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. Listen, they're going to run the right kind of offense to keep that. It's not going to – and I'm telling you, I still haven't seen the out of the teams that Bama's played, anybody that's been decent, they're not lighting it up, man. And they played junk other than Texas pretty much. So
Alabama handed it to me too.
Yeah. I can't believe that's the line in Fayetteville. I'll take Arkansas there. I'm rolling the dice here. But I don't buy Alabama. And after they did me like that against Texas, I just don't buy them. I don't think that they're that great. I would absolutely lay the points if this was Georgia, but it isn't. So
Are you taking the game?
I got to lean towards Alabama. I almost made my list at number 7, but then I replaced it with Illinois because I freaking hated it. So, no, okay. I'm not taking it.
Okay. I'm taking K-State.
K-State. Let's see what I got with K-State. I thought about that game. You know what? I'm tired of betting on K-State and against K-State. They kick my butt every time. I'm always the wrong direction. Well, I literally marked it off the list.
Well, Tanya's just going to keep on going back to the well here until she gets Texas ass.
I am. I have a personal vendetta now. I have a personal vendetta with Texas Tech. I do.
Man. Yeah.
I think Tech handed it. I think Texas lost to themselves last week. Texas Tech did not beat them. Texas lost to themselves. And I think that's what happened.
They did. This is what Texas does, though.
Yeah. So I don't think there's. I mean, Texas Tech is getting 7.
They are.
Yeah. Texas Tech is getting 7.
Yeah, it's 7.
The week before they lost to Tulane at home.
Yes. and I'm just.
I get it.
See, that's why, Tanya, I didn't. I'm with you. I've lost every time I've bet on or against Texas Tech. I've lost every time I've bet on or against Kansas
Against
State.
K-State.
I marked
You
that
can't.
off the
You're.
list.
I'm off.
Off the list.
I'm not messing
I'm
with that.
done. I don't even know what to do with those teams.
I
That
think I think my home state, I think my state of origin is going to give this one to me.
I have a lean for Kansas State. I want to bet Kansas State,
Yeah.
but I can't do it.
Kansas helped me out last week.
So you've only got one left, Bryce. Is that
Mhm.
is that
I
correct?
sure
Yeah.
do. Y'all
So
have
I
it
still
two
got-
left.
Let me.
Y'all go
I've
first.
got more than that. I've got 3. So let me
Yeah.
go. I'm going to go this next one. I really like. Let's see. Taking a look at this, I've been kind of looking at this. This Iowa State Kansas game is just. Oof. I kind of feel like.
Don't do
I
it.
feel like Kansas has to drop one here. I don't feel like that they were ready. They haven't played.
You think they're not going to go 0-4?
There we go.
They're
You
not going
don't.
for it.
You're not going. Okay.
No. So I listen. Maybe I'm a Matt Campbell guy. I trust in Matt, and they're coming off a tough loss. But I don't. What I as much as I like Lance Leopold, as much as I really like Jalen Daniels. Wow. I mean, the guy lit it up. He had 5 touchdowns a week ago.
Yeah.
But again, it was against Duke. Okay, and at home.
Oh, against my basketball game.
Yeah, listen. But this is not Duke.
No, this is
not
Iowa
Duke.
State.
This is Iowa State.
You're right.
I like them better. I think that they're going to go in there. They've got a better foundation built and ready. I like this game. So
But you think their defense can? You think their defense can handle that?
I think they can.
Okay. Okay.
We're going to find out.
Okay. Okay, Bryce.
This is a dice.
So
wait.
this was my number 6 game that I also cheated on and marked off because I didn't love it. But honestly, I'm with you, man. I know we've been liking Kansas. We've been talking Kansas up. Kansas has already covered their Vegas line of the 1 win or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I don't even know if Kansas makes it to a bowl game. Honestly, looking at their schedule, look at their schedule.
That's
Bro,
true.
look at that.
Yeah.
Iowa State.
We are just
Yeah. So
Yeah.
look at their schedule. I think that they've done great. But if they beat Iowa State, maybe I'll be on them. But I almost picked Iowa State in this game.
Oh yeah. So you're not going.
You're not.
No, I'm not going
Okay,
it. Don't give it to me. But I almost did. I was with you, but I marked it off.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
What about you? Oh, you only got one left, so
I've only got one left, so you need to go again.
I'll go again. All right. So
This dude almost spit out his water when I said they weren't going to make a bowl game.
yeah, I almost did. Yeah.
Hey, bro, I would almost take that bet, but I'm not going to. But because surely they win enough.
I mean, is that what you guys want to swap hats on?
No,
No.
I'm not
So-
sure. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Man,
Y'all still owe me a hat swap.
I'm not doing that. That'll never happen, bro. Not happening. You just might as well do that.
Oh, I'm in. I don't care. I'll wear
It's
Oklahoma
gonna
stuff.
happen.
No,
That's gonna
no,
happen.
it won't.
That's gonna happen.
All right, I'm going Tulane over Houston. Tulane, I mean, they have a good defense. Houston's not been good. Holgerson was saying he wasn't taking responsibility for the way they were playing a week ago. It's a bad look on his part, even though they won. But they struggled with Rice. Tulane's a damn sight better than Rice. I watched them last year give Oklahoma all they wanted in Norman
Yeah.
in a game that was supposed to be in New Orleans,
Yeah.
but it wasn't because of the hurricane. And then a year later, they go in and they beat Kansas State on the road, a good Kansas State team that beat Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So, I don't think this is particularly hard for me.
Yeah.
Tulane.
Tulane. Okay.
Yeah, and plus they're getting 2 points. So, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bryce, what do you think about that game?
Let me see what I wrote in my notes. I got a lean to Tulane. I don't think Houston's very good. Didn't bet on the game, but I got a lean towards Tulane.
I'm not taking the game.
All right, cool. Well, now we're ready for you guys to go.
Okay. So Bryce, what's your last game?
Well, it's my favorite game. I always save it for last, and so far on my favorite games, I think I'm like 0-2 or 0-3. So probably wouldn't bet on this one, but man, I really like it. Oh my gosh. Anyways,
What is it?
yeah, I really like Ole Miss -6.5 against Kentucky. Ole Miss has too many NFL players. Kentucky, I don't think does. I think this is just a man against boys game. I know they're both ranked. I know they're both supposedly good,
Kentucky's very
but
good too.
I like the coach, Lane Kiffin, and I really like the fact what I'm seeing out of those running backs and receivers. I'm wrong about Mingo, man. I said I didn't think he was a NFL receiver.
You were
I'm
way
dead
off,
wrong.
yeah.
Yep, I'm wrong, and I admit it. Hey, listen, when I'm wrong, let's go. I'm wrong. These guys, that kid, there's a lot of NFL players on Ole Miss, and
Bro,
I just think they're going to
this
manhandle them.
thing about Lane is that he recruits very well. I tend to, man, I was kind of leaning on that one as well. I really don't know that I want to pick that game, but it's hard for me, especially giving that many, even at home. I feel like, I mean, this is something about Mark Stoops. This guy is not in danger of losing anything. He's going to stay at Kentucky forever. It sounds like he's doing great. He's beaten
Yeah.
Florida 3 years in a row now. They haven't beaten him in 26 years, and he keeps beating them. So, hey, I have a hard time picking that game. I'm not messing with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good on that. But man, I'm definitely watching this game. I definitely want to watch it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah. So, go ahead, Tony.
I'm trying to decide if I want to pick this game and take Ole Miss, or if I'm taking that UCLA game.
Okay.
It's probably best to go against me.
I know.
It's true. Hey, call me later for fantasy football advice, but don't take my advice on picking games in college.
Well, no, because Kentucky's been. I don't
Follow
like the.
me if you want to win.
I don't.
That's right.
I'm picking UCLA.
I'm going to patent that.
I'm
even
taking
do patent
UCLA.
saying.
I'm taking UCLA.
Okay.
I think with the, I don't know. That's 66. That's too much. I don't like that over under.
Well, what does that have to do with it? You don't have to pick the over under with it.
I know. I'm just saying.
You think it's you would go under?
That's
a good pick, actually. I don't know. I don't hate that over under, but go ahead.
Fart.
So while you're thinking about that, let me go with my last one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead. Nobody else had the nerve to do it, so I'm gonna jump in here and go. I love this NC State at Clemson game. NC State's getting 6.5 points. I know that everybody loves to pick NC State in this situation. I've got a guy I've got a guy that always bugs me on YouTube. I like the guy. He's okay. But he's not ugly about it or anything, but he's always telling us how great NC State is. Bro, they're not. Clemson's going to beat the brakes off of them. It's in Death Valley this week. I'm going with Clemson. I'll lay the 6.5 at Death Valley.
I almost picked that too. I'm with you.
So yeah, I'm Clemson there all day. So
I like big schools off of a loss.
Yeah.
They didn't lose. They won in overtime.
Oh yeah, my bad. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Let me step back.
But either way,
it felt like they lost. And it felt like they did.
If they don't start playing better, DJ's going to lose his job.
Yeah.
And he probably already should have. Apparently, this new quarterback could propel them to a national title.
Well, what are they doing then?
I don't know. That's Dabo for you, bro. He loves this guy for some stupid reason.
Farting around.
All right, folks. So, out of our teams here, we went with pretty much every one of the games that we put in there got picked.
And bonus games.
Except for the Oregon State, Utah. So we've got Tulane. I'm taking Tulane to win on the road at Houston. Dana Holgerson sounds like a man who's pissed off at his team. They don't care. This team doesn't care. They were fighting on the sideline a couple of weeks ago. Tanya's the only one picking the Washington UCLA game. She's got UCLA getting 3 at home over the Huskies. Bryce and I are both taking Michigan because Iowa.
Me and you are taking Michigan.
Yeah, I'm not taking Michigan.
Tanya and I are picking Michigan because Iowa doesn't score. Yeah. So, we'll go there. Then Bryce was the only one that picked the game. I also kind of I would lean here on Ole Miss, but I would not feel good about it. This is why I'm not picking the game. Ole Miss over Kentucky. Kentucky's getting 6.5 on the road there. I think that's a lot to lay. the only one that Tanya's going to ride this bull for a while.
Mhm.
Ride it till it bucks. It's been bucking already, so I don't know why you're still on this, but Kansas State over Texas Tech, which is getting 7 points. Bryce is back on the Oklahoma train this week. I'm going to tell you something. If Oklahoma loses this football game because you picked them, they will not be on the list ever again. You will not be allowed to pick them anymore.
If that's the case, I'm picking them every week.
Well,
I'm a
Adam said
cheater.
that-
Did you hear what I just said?
Adam said that I cursed the U. He said I cursed the entire program.
Well, we will not have this with Oklahoma. Do you understand?
Yes, well, I'm okay with that. I'm
Okay,
okay with
all
that.
right, all right. I was the only one that
I'm kind of
that
feeling
just-
like I'm becoming an Oklahoma fan all of a sudden.
No, you're not allowed to.
we're not going to be picking this.
You're
game
not
anymore.
allowed to.
Every day.
So next week we're not doing it anyway. In fact, we can do a pick. We can do a pick away from. We're going to do a lot of stuff about the Red River game anyway next week. So we'll have plenty of stuff to talk about. This is something we're going to do. But I took. Listen, man, I'm going to take 17.5 points from Alabama. It's in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Arkansas, they've only got the one loss so far this year. They've looked good. Their defense is good. They've got the best offensive line in the SEC. I think that they hang in there. I don't see them getting smoked. But we'll find out. The Oregon State-Utah game was not picked by anybody. Wake Forest, Florida State. Bryce and Tanya are both going with Wake. I love it. I would take that in the points all day long if I was going to do it. I didn't pick it just because both of you did, and I don't want to lose another game.
Good.
So,
well, we don't want you messing with our.
Yeah,
we don't want you messing with
hey, listen,
our
it happens. It's just what goes on. So we're not going to do that. All right. Oklahoma State at Baylor. We are all on Baylor, but I think that that's a good bet.
I do too.
I don't think that Oklahoma State you've played 3 cream puffs and now you got to play maybe the best team in the conference.
Baylor
I think it's not good, man.
Baylor
I think it's not good for Oklahoma
a couple
State.
of games.
But anyway, then I was the only one picking the Iowa State at Kansas game. I've got Iowa State bouncing back this week. They're only given 3. I think Kansas is still a good football team. I just don't think.
You don't think they're 0-4?
I don't think they're 4-0 good. But then again, and the 4 teams that they've played, really all but they're none of them been that good, really.
And then me and Bryce took Mississippi State against A&M.
And I went the other way. Yeah.
And then you took Clemson.
I did. And just because I just don't believe in NC State that much. I mean, if it wasn't for Tech fumbling and screwing it all up the entire time 2 weeks ago, they get beat there.
Yeah.
And they're going to Death Valley there.
Yeah.
That's a bad deal.
And then Bryce called an audible and went the Illinois at Wisconsin game, and Bryce and I took Illinois.
Correct.
And then he
also audible to
another audible to West Virginia at Texas.
Second place at the line, bro.
I know, but I'm liking that. I'm liking that Illinois at Wisconsin.
All right, well that's your 7, guys. You can get something out of that. Good power to you. I'm going to be the one that wins this week, just so you know. But hey, we kind of didn't take our breaks in there, but there was a lot of them. So. Folks, we are now partnered up with Fanatics. So we are an affiliate partner with Fanatics. All you have to do to help support this podcast is just do the shopping you do anyway. All you have to do, hofmedia.us/fanatics. That's hofmedia.us/fanatics. Go on and shop as normal. If you sign up for our email list, we will make sure that you get additional deals as well that we'll send them to your email just so you know. You'll also get show updates, things like that. There's other things that there will be some value if you sign up for our emails. Now, what I would tell you also is this week is a big week. Right now, if you put in the promo code BOLT, you're going to get 65% off a lot of the things in the store coming up, and that's for most of the weekend. So go ahead, use the promo code, but that's if you go through our link though. It's not for everybody. That's just for the people that are coming through us. So make sure that you jump on our website, hofmedia.us/fanatics. Click on either subscribe to us, and you can go straight to it, or just go down and click on the Fanatics logo, and it'll take you straight there. You'll get that promo code already lined up for you.
What about Otis Taylor's store?
Otis Taylor stores.
Yeah. The Otis Taylor store.
It should be up and running.
It is up and running.
Mm-hmm.
Otis Taylor 4HOF.com. That's Otis Taylor 4HOF.com. you will see right at the top in the menu, there is the Way Past Due store, the Otis Taylor Way Past Due store. This and that is to fund. Listen, folks, this is not for us to make money in any type of way off of Otis. This is for us to fund Otis's campaign to get into the damn Hall of Fame. We haven't talked about Otis in a while, and I'm glad you brought that up, Bryce. Thank you.
I'm gonna do some Patreon content as well, probably this weekend.
If you want to know, as an Otis Taylor fan, though, and I've put this out there to everybody already, how can you help? This is how you do it. Help us get this documentary done. Mm-hmm. And this is what it's going to take. Look, a documentary, even if we were going to shoot it ourselves, we're talking about equipment that none of us have. And I'm pretty decent with a camera, so I know that we could do that. I want this done well, and we need to make sure, because you know what? We came up short. And all the love for Otis wasn't enough, folks. So we need this documentary done. We need to get our voices amplified, even just if we didn't do the documentary and all we did was promote more of our content, that would be great too. None of this is for us to make $1. It's so that we're not so far under the freaking thing, because we've got to, and this is my mission from God, to, as far as I'm concerned, is to get Otis Taylor in the Hall of Fame. And I'm not going to lay down until it happens. But folks, we need your help. We need your help here. And you get a great shirt, hats, things like that. We're going to be adding to that store as we go along. If you like a certain design or something that you want to do, the one thing about the spread shop, they're kind of picky. They've kicked a couple of them back. So if you're not in love with what they are, let me know. We'll work on some of this stuff. Weird Wolf is going to be doing a new, he said he's going to design a couple of things coming up as well. He's an amazing graphic artist. So we're working on it. But it's time to get after it. I mean, we don't want to wait until 3 or 4 months before time to start working at it again. We need to get this Otis Taylor documentary done, and we need to make sure that people are hearing us early and often.
We also need any high school seniors, under the radar high school seniors, anyone who has a graduating 2023 high school senior. We need their information. Send us their information, a parent's information, so we can get them on the show as well. But
that's UTR at hofmedia.us, UTR at hofmedia.us.
Yeah, don't forget, subscribe to our Patreon, and
subscribe to our YouTube page.
and we are going to have our content on Apple, Spotify, and
it's already there.
Yep. So getting everything up on streaming platforms.
That's been good, actually. We've gotten, and I know people like to listen to the podcast. That's great. But please, please, please go subscribe to our YouTube page as well. We're ready to get monetized there as well. We've got our 4,000 hours. We just need 1,000. So help us out, okay? Look, subscribe. It helps the algorithm. We're getting more and more views. But thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Have a good one.